The oceans and seas are integral for survival. Not only do they help all living things survive, but they also have aesthetic value and provide a home to all marine animals. Whether it be deep sea diving or riding waves, the oceans really provide it all. I have always been fascinated with the thought of gigantic water bodies, the great expanses, with hundreds and thousands of varieties and species of fish and other marine creatures, after only 20% of the oceans have been explored. I truly understood the beauty and magic of the waters during my diving expedition in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. I wasn't extremely fond of going into the water before my dive since I wasn't a great swimmer, but the colorful fishes, the crystal clear water, the variety of marine life such as dormant stingrays, and the beautiful reefs really caught my eye. It was impossible not to fall in love with the waters. Diving takes you into another dimension. I cannot express how I felt during and after my dive. The adrenaline coursing through my veins as I took the first plunge was magical. I genuinely wouldn't give up this experience for anything else in the world. As I was gliding through the water with my fins on my first dive, I saw human waste and plastic being consumed by the innocent fish. The most tranquil experience of my life had been almost completely ruined, and seeing this, I was determined to make a change. I hope that through this talk, I can initiate the occurrence of change in how we treat our marine ecosystems. Waters provide us with various things such as power, fuel, and medical resources. Fish and other marine creatures consumed as seafood help in boosting the economy of a place, and coastal towns become popular tourist attractions. The reefs and fish attract hordes of tourists for diving, and diving and fishing are two of the many recreational activities that the oceans and seas provide us with. Without them, we would not survive, and the world as we know it today would not exist. Water is truly the greatest resource to mankind. This is where we play the villain role. Oil spills, overfishing due to excess fishing pressure, tourism industry pressure all have extremely adverse effects on marine ecosystems. Whales are fatally harmed by collisions with ships, and species such as baleen and Atlantic grey whales, bluefin tuna, and green turtles, along with hundreds of other species of marine creatures, are endangered. Waste dumping and acidification, which is the imbalance of carbon dioxide absorbed by the marine ecosystems from cars, factories, etc., are very common, but they have the worst effect on marine ecosystems since they have been developing over a long period of time. It is our duty not to harm, but instead preserve and conserve these marine ecosystems. Using common measures such as fewer plastic items, reducing carbon footprint, and supporting organizations that work towards the conservation of marine ecosystems are effective up to a certain level. I believe that the following advanced measures can be used for effective conservation of marine ecosystems. Use of TEDs or turtle excluder devices, which is a certain type of technology that allows trapped turtles to escape from fishermen's net when the fishermen are trying to catch shrimp, which requires a narrow mesh. Radio frequency indication, which is the wireless non-contact use of radio frequency electromagnetic fields to track and identify endangered species. And the use of pop-up satellites, which are used to track the movements of migratory and large marine animals. The use of ultrasonic and infrared waves to form the image of a creature and find its depth is indispensable. We must study and learn the movement patterns of marine animals, and most importantly, the public must be educated about how they harm themselves when they dump their waste into the water bodies. This is the most important factor, without which the fight against the destruction of marine ecosystems is impossible. In the never-ending struggle against the countless threats towards the progression and development of marine ecosystems, I am set to fight until the end. The oceans surround us. They are a home to marine creatures and living things. And we must stand united so that the upcoming generation can experience the wonders of the unexplored oceans. Let's heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire marine race. Thank you.